Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This tutorial is basically for those who are very new in ArcGIS server administration and the term Enterprise Geodatabase is very new to them, but they have some knowledge of handling SQL Server database and they have much knowledge on ArcGIS, but they now want to play with the Enterprise Geodatabase. So sometimes the resources available in internet is not enough to find the um, very specific need wise, like how to create an enterprise geodatabase in SQL Server and what are the schemas and how to manage the data according to schemas. Okay, I'll not introduce I'll not tell more introduction, rather I will go to specific tasks. Like here I am doing six tasks. Like first task is enterprise database creation, then it will come the schemas, how to maintain inside SQL Server for enterprise database, and then I will create some data according to different logins, and then I will show how to create role and user in ArcGIS server and how to register database in ArcGIS server and how to publish the data in ArcGIS server. Okay, so now the first step I will go to how to create an enterprise geodatabase. Here I'm using the built-in toolbox tool to create enterprise geodatabase from ArcGIS desktop 10.4 version. Here I am using my local database. uh, you can use anything you want, like you can have one uh, centralized database under your institute um, architecture, like one ArcGIS server, one ArcGIS, one database server, so have internally connected, so you can use anything. So the database name I have to put like test underscore db underscore enterprise geodatabase, or I can make it short, test underscore enterprise geodatabase. So this is the database name, and this is the system admin password for SQL Server. I'm putting the password. Okay, so here we can uncheck the SDE on schema, because if we use to SDE on schema, we have to first create the login name, database login name inside SQL Server. Otherwise, if we uncheck it, then the database will use DBO schema. There are not much differences between SDE and DBO schema. There are tons of informations regarding differentiation between SDE and DBO schema. You can Google it. So we don't need that. So now we need an authorization file. So yeah, my authorization file for the server, key code. This is basically key code file, and you must need that when you'll have the installation of ArcGIS server, you will get it. So I run this operation. So I think it will take a couple of minutes to create the enterprise geodatabase inside SQL Server, and oh, it's done. Okay, now we will check, we will refresh the database, and here is newly created enterprise geodatabase, and the process automatically created some mandatory tables. It will generated automatically from the ArcGIS. So every table is under, you can see, under DBO schema. It doesn't matter. So the next, now we will switch to the next step. It is like we have to create schemas and logins. So Now after successfully creating an enterprise geodatabase in SQL Server, you might need a few logins and schemas. This is very important if you want to manage your data among wide variety of projects and uh, members. So first we will create one database login, two database login. One is system admin and another is schema login, a simple user. Okay, first we will create for example, so Arthur 1 and we'll put password for this. Okay, repeat that password here. Okay, and we don't need to repeat the password in this next login. So this is a master database user and its role is like DB creator and system admin, and it will have also the power to access test enterprise our newly created database, and it's done. So, and now we will create another login. This login name will be same as our schema name. So for example, in our within our database users, we will have 10 different projects, and for example project A, project B, project C. So we need different schemas to maintain the project wise data. Why we will use that? Because different projects can have same table name, maybe, we never know, but can be the table name same. But how you will manage two table name which are same, or it is, you can say this is a hierarchy to how you will maintain the data sets according to a schema, according to different projects. So for example, I name this login as project A, project underscore A. Okay, so put the password for the database login, and for example, okay, this user have only public role and have the access to use it, and schema it will take automatically DBO, but the user is project A and the schema name will be project A. So we'll come to it later. And for showing the differentiation between two schema, I can create another login name, project underscore B, and passwords. Okay, so sorry, my software version is German, so please find the specific names in English in your version. So this is automatically have right to access only this database. And okay, so we have created two two login according to project name, like project A and project B. Okay, now we'll go inside the specific project and you can see here which logins has the access so automatically project A and project B and so other one all inherited by this database user. So, and we will now create schema. Look which are the schema here. We have only the DB or DB schemas. So now we will create two schema. One is project underscore A, and schema user will be project underscore A. Okay, and now we have to assign the roles to the users, so which roles they will have. For example, we can put some roles like, for example, definition definition, please find the English names in your system and use the specific roles from here. So this user can create also functions, can create procedure, can create standards, standards, okay, can create table and can connect with the database, can table and can connect with the database. Okay, fine, it's done. And it's done. And benutzer, a user project A we will open. We'll see we have this automatically DBO, but we have now we will use the login wise schema name project A, newly created schema. So now we will see it is under this schema, project A schema, and the role of this user is data reader and only writer. Okay, fine, all is set, fine. Okay, now we have left another task. We have to create another schema of project B, and the schema user will be project B. Okay, good, cool. And we now assign some database roles in project B. We have definition, um, function, sorry, procedure, and we have some another roles, standard, table creation, and so on, and connecting Verbindung. Okay, fine, all are set, good. And now similarly we'll go inside this project B login and we'll put the schema, we'll assign the schema project B. Okay, okay, cool. And here this we can see this user is under project B schema, and we'll assign the similar roles, project reader and project writer. Cool, and fine, all is set. Now we will go to ArcGIS to connect we'll go to the database connection, or I have an existing connection. We can assign, for example, here the instance name is, we will change the database. Okay, test HTTP, and the port number and the username is project underscore A underscore A. Okay, password, cool. And we'll see this database is under this user. So look here, it is a username, this is a username. Okay, so when project A user will use the credential of project A user and will create any data, we can test it now. We'll create any data, then it will create this data set according to specific project A schema under project A schema name. Okay, so we'll create test point. Okay, this is a point feature, multi-point, or okay, point feature, and we'll assign one reference system. Cool. So we can also import it from our existing database. For example, arbitrary I can select these coordinates and fine, finish, it's created. I think so. Look, I put only the feature class name as project. At test point it took automatically project A as schema, and this is the database name. So now point has been created, but we have to load the data from that data set. So this I have used, so load target and source feature class must have the same geometry type. Okay, what is the geometry type? I have to see what geometry type is this general. So this is multi-point feature, that's why it can't load the data. So no problem, no problem, no problem. We can delete this, and yes, we can again create one data, new feature class. We can use a multi-point feature, blah blah blah, test underscore point. Okay, and to do to do to do import this one. Okay, finish. And again we can load the data from this data set. Okay, now please load the data and show the audience. Okay, cool, it's running. Data will be loaded. Data will please come. Okay, we can see, look, the data is here. So yep, ta-da. Anyway, so we have done the third task, like how to create data tables, feature class using different schema. So now we have to log in. So we have used project A user login. If we change the login name, for example B, I put the same password, so it doesn't matter, I don't need to put the password. So now we are using project underscore B user login, means project B schema. So we will now create one, for example table, test underscore table underscore project underscore B. Okay, you can put the alias to define the tables. Okay, fine, bounding box, this one, fine, finish. Look, now the schema name has been changed according to user project B. Fine, so we can also have the same name. For example, okay, I am showing why we are using why we use different schemas. For example, okay, this data, please load the data and show the audience. Okay, fine, the data has been loaded inside the new table. Fine. And please see here, I am using now project B, but I will use the same table name test underscore point, and will create another multi-point inside the project B schema. Okay, feature class and name test underscore point. So this is multi-point, fine, and same spatial reference system, fine. We'll use the same data, we'll import. Okay, fine, finish, create. Look what happens. Man, yeah, the same table name but different schema. So we can now easily load also the data from that existing dataset, default geodatabase inside our system. So yeah, okay, let's set. So if we refresh it, so yeah, so now we are we are now now you must have some work left in ArcGIS server part. I guess for this tutorial you have enough knowledge about ArcGIS server administration, sorry, and maintenance. Please create some users according to your need. I am showing you here to create a publisher role and a specific user. You will need to this credential when publishing one map service from your ArcGIS desktop. Okay, fine. So I am opening now my ArcGIS server. So this is my ArcGIS server. Please don't try to log in inside my server because it is very much protected. Don't try it. Okay, username, for example, I can use Zoa1, and password. Okay, password. Oh, fine. So this is the new user for ArcGIS server. It will have a publisher role. It can only publish, and fine. Here this is created. Fine. And how you'll create the roles? It is very simple. Like from new roles, you can say test publisher, test pub, and say this is a pub, alias publisher role. So put the publisher and put it. So you can also create another user using, for example, new to uh, and so we will use the newly created publisher role. Okay, this is also fine. So now please, now this is how we can create users and roles inside ArcGIS server. It will need when we want to publish the data inside ArcGIS server. For example, I will take only one data set, but remember, before it is better when you want to publish the map service, please use your system admin user account. For example, did you remember I have created two some one for example, this one system Zorder 1. This has the role of the sysadmin, so it can register the database over there. So please use this credential. So Zorder 1 I have created the same. Okay, fine. So now this login is working. You want to take project underscore a test point. This is schema data, so it doesn't matter which data you want to publish. It's up to you. So I change the point icon. You can change the complete layer name, for example uh, project a locations, and fine, and save this mxd file, for example test underscore project underscore a underscore locations. Good. Now I want to publish it, but remember here, before publishing your data, this dataset database, these datasets, obviously this database should be registered under ArcGIS server using your specific publisher ArcGIS account or administrative account, because otherwise if you don't register your database with ArcGIS server, then all the data will be copied. But this step I can't show you, but I can show you the procedure, because this is a local database, SQL Server database. When you are using a centralized SQL Server database, then it is possible to register, because now my ArcGIS server is in another machine. My centralized ArcGIS SQL Server database, Enterprise Geodatabase in another machine, but I'm using this from my PC, my personal computer. So I can't register this database with my server. So I can show the process. Okay, now share. You can go to map service. So publish. We are saying publish a service. Okay, cool. So we have to use the newly created account, publish ArcGIS service, for example. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool. And newly created the last one, SOA 2. Okay. So okay, this is authentic, the user and login, because I have created that new publisher role as well as a new SOA2 user. So now this data will it is possible. You can also maintain your folders according to project. For example, I can rename this as test underscore project underscore a underscore data, new folder, and all the map service will be inside this folder. So fine. So these are the many parameter. Here you can see many parameters you can change according to your need. I will not show all everything in detail, but I can show you some capabilities. You can have the map service, you can have VFS, WFS service, you can have WMS service, anything you want. And now you can also put some, for example, caching. You can cache this. Caching service is basically for the raster dataset. For example, you have a big raster dataset inside your database, and for this map service you want to use a specific plot or any location. So you can cache. If you cache the data before using the map service, so it will make faster. The time will take very short if you cache the service before. So this is the thing. And you can have write some metadata description for your map service here, and now you can analyze it, like what are the problems you have inside your data or anything. Look here, the high severity is showing high. For the description is layer data source is not registered. Okay, I don't want to register, I want to say publish. Then all the data will be copied inside the server. Look here, data sets that will copy to the server. So this data set will be copied to the server. Okay, I'm fine with that, but please don't do this practice. I am showing this for only this tutorial purpose, because I don't want to show you my central data set. So that's why I am using the local data server. So I can't overlook this problem, but I can show you from where you can register the dataset. For example, inside your ArcGIS server, go to site, go to data store, and here you'll find the database registration. Please import your connection SDE file. From where you will get that, like here. Also successfully done. Here, this is a SD file. You go to the properties and copy this location inside your computer and go here. Please follow the process. Like here, go to this location. Please see here somewhere is your connection to the server, for example this. So if you use that, your data will be registered with ArcGIS server. So all are done. Please say me thank you. Yeah, cool. So I will show you now the which map service I just created. So I have used one new folder named test project data, and this is my map service. So now you can use this REST API for example, we can see this in ArcGIS Online view. Okay, look, cool, it worked. Wow. So here now you can use this information, this, for example, this REST URL inside your application. And yep, this is cool. And please try it with your datasets. Play with a bit with SQL Server schemas, and please write comments. And it doesn't matter if you like it or not, and don't need to what it called, every YouTuber says, but I'm not an YouTuber, but I did this video for my own interest for one of my friend. Actually, this video I have prepared for Rimon. He is living in Stockholm. He is doing very good there. He requested me to please make a video on this stuff, so that's why. But for everyone have the same interest, who have the same interest can see this video, and no need to thumbs up, nothing, but please, if it is helpful for you guys, please like it. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.